All right.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Doing well as well. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And good to see you smiling. I was going to say, a lot of times with your character, Mr. Corman, he didn't smile a lot because he had a lot of things going on, didn't he?
Well, it means that when he smiles, you feel it.
Right.
I like shows and movies and books and stuff that show both the dark and the light parts of life because then it feels real.
No, and that's absolutely true because, looking at it, you think back to like old sitcoms from way back when everybody was just all happy in the family. And,
Hmm.
the worst thing was you just didn't get picked to play first base, and that was it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in this, we actually do see realities of what are going on, especially now with a lot of us in our families.
Well, yeah, that was always my goal with this was to make something that feels real. And this character, Josh Corman, he's uh he's someone who has a lot to be grateful for, and he knows he does, and he tries his best to not take his life for granted. He tries his best to be happy and to be a good person, and I think he does it sometimes, but he doesn't succeed all the time. And let's face it, not every moment of life can be happy, and that can be sad. It can be anxiety inducing, but it can also be funny. At least I find it funny sometimes, and that's the sense of humor of Mr. Corman.
And you are true because yeah, when watching it, we see our own selves in some of the situations, and you're just kind of going, I remember doing like that same type of thing, and had the same
Yeah.
reaction. And also with your family, I mean, Deborah Winger is your mom. I mean, that was just perfect.
I love Deborah. Isn't Deborah just a treasure? I feel so lucky
Yes.
that she decided to be on this show with me and play my mom. And my mom was moved that Deborah Winger was playing my mom. She's an icon. She's really a trailblazer.
Yep, that she is. And then, so many of the folks who play like your different friends. And of course, everybody has all types of advice to give you, but they definitely don't take it sometimes for themselves, do they?
Human beings are not perfect. And no hero is a perfect hero. No villain is a perfect villain. And look, we can have fun watching shows that are about a fantasy, that are about not real life, that are about these sort of perfect villains or perfect heroes or saints or sinners.
Hmm?
For me, I like watching stuff that feels more like, oh, that's really what life is like. It's complicated, it's messy, and even, someone who's doing their best messes up sometimes. And those are the things that really draw me in and like I said, make me laugh.
Hmm. And then also, I mean, you're not only starring in this, you also created the show. How did the whole idea come about for you?
Well, the idea came about actually because I was just trying to at first write about myself. But I
Hmm.
came to realize I didn't think a show about myself would be very interesting. And also, I'm too private a person to do that. And I started just changing certain things about myself. And it became this sort of exercise in gratitude, to be honest. Like I feel so grateful for so many things in my life, from
Yeah.
my wife and my kids and my
Mm.
parents and my work. I'm healthy, I'm safe. I have so many things to be grateful for. And I think a lot of those things just come down to luck.
Hmm.
And I've been really lucky in my life, and sure, I've worked hard, but I've also gotten a lot of lucky breaks.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about what would my life be like if a couple of those lucky breaks had been different. If I hadn't happened to meet the love of my life yet, or if I didn't have two wonderful, healthy parents. Maybe I had one healthy, wonderful parent and one parent who is ill.
Yeah.
And how would that cascade, and who would I be? And that's where the character of Josh Corman came along. It's not a coincidence. Josh Corman. It sounds sort of like Joseph Gordon.
There you go. Joe, thank you so much. Great seeing you. Great talking with you as always. And stay healthy.
Likewise,
Look
Greg.
forward to seeing you. All right.
Thanks so
Thanks.
much. See you
You
later.
got it. You got it. Bye bye.